So you've been trying to buy a home in Surrey, BC or surrounding areas for forever. And it just doesn't make sense. It seems like it should be easier and there should be more supply and you shouldn't have to compete against all these other home buyers just to either buy or even rent a home in Surrey. Well, if this fits your description, this video is completely 100% for you today because I've got some good news coming. You are definitely gonna wanna hang around and check this out. What is cracking, everybody? It's Darin Germyn with the Germyn Group, where we know that you've only got one chance to either buy or sell your next home, so we're here to help you get it right. If you wanna celebrate Christmas 4 times per year, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss any of our upcoming videos on how to help either home buyers or home sellers be successful. We work super hard to bring you guys incredible content, and the more people that like and subscribe to our videos means you get to see everything coming out, but it also helps other people find this information as well who may really benefit from it. So be a good neighbor, subscribe. And lastly, if you're a seller in Surrey or surrounding area, you're definitely going to want to pick up a copy of the 4 ways to increase the market value of your home by up to 5% in only a weekend. A free PDF download we've got attached in the description below. Home buyer? No problem. We got one for you too. The market's busy and we've got a PDF below for 4 secrets to finding off-market properties and how to avoid competing against all the other homes on the MLS when you try and buy. Definitely one you're going to want to pick up. So Surrey has to grow. We've got the space. We've got the transit. We have got it all. We are a great place to live and there is so much room to bring on more development. Plus, we've also got a ton of old development in Surrey that could be repurposed and made much better and improved from what it currently is. You see, one of the problems with development though is the philosophy of NIMBY. If you're not familiar with what NIMBY means, here's a crash course. NIMBY stands for Not in My Backyard. This means anytime development is coming up in a neighborhood, I think everyone agrees that more homes, more development is a good thing for a city. The problem is, it's only a good idea if it's in your backyard, not mine. I love the idea of a 40-story high-rise condominium that's going to bring an extra 400 homes to the area, as long as it's beside your house and not mine. And this NIMBYism doesn't just apply to homeowners, it also applies to municipalities. Municipalities are blessed with all the space that they generally need to have new development come in, and they've got developers willing to spend the money. With the consistent improvements we've seen in transit and just our general roadways, we are able to bring in more and more density into these neighborhoods, in not only Surrey, but across the Lower Mainland. But here's the problem. NIMBYism also applies to municipalities. So often development proposals end up in front of the city councilors at various municipalities, including Surrey, and it never gets any further. These development proposals fit completely in line with what the community plan is, but once that gets shot out and the ability goes for the public to begin commenting, they don't want these things in their backyard often. The city councilors, knowing who their constituents are, oftentimes will vote down a great development proposal which would hugely benefit the municipality and home buyers or anybody generally coming to our area. It's a broken system and it's incredibly problematic, but here's the good thing. It looks like our provincial government wants to do something about that. With all the immigration that's going to end up coming to the Lower Mainland in the next 10 or 20 years, we need to add supply and we need to add it now. There is lots of things that the provincial government can do, but one of the biggest ones is always going to be an injection of new supply of homes to the marketplace. BC's housing minister, David Eby, is completely fed up with the municipalities, and this could be a really good thing for would-be home buyers. He's completely fed up and he's willing to start getting tough with municipalities who are not living up to their commitments for adding new housing. Municipalities that don't get on with new development and allow community opposition to influence their decisions are going to find their lives becoming very problematic potentially in the near future. He goes on to say that he believes municipalities that are not approving new housing should not benefit from programs that are intended to support an increase in population, like transit, for example. If the province and the feds are investing in transit in your community and that's connected to population growth, and you have refused to allow anything other than single family houses in your community, how does that make sense? Communities that are not playing along should not benefit from government programs intended to support population growth. Now, his frustration is also directed at municipalities that hamper new construction or substantially diminish what could actually happen with development, meaning less housing instead of opting for more housing. He doesn't want to see the scales of the projects being reduced just because of NIMBYism. EB also commented that there are tens of thousands of units that are tied up in municipal red tape, including those that are publicly funded non-market homes. Now, adding more supply is always going to be the best way to help balance the scales for home buyers. So often in the past, the government has just 100% focused on curbing demand. And guess what? You need a place to live. Everybody does. Curbing demand is not the answer. Adding supply is the answer. David Eby basically warned municipalities that if they don't start adding more housing stock and approving some of these developments, they're going to lose funding from the provincial government. Now, I think this is an amazing idea because it has been a problem for way too long. We need housing stock, and coming out of the current market conditions we've been in where prices have jumped over 30% in a year, that's not good, people. It's not sustainable, it's scary, and if we ever saw a downturn, it could be very, very bad for everybody. This is because real estate is one of the #1 economic drivers in British Columbia, so we don't want anything to happen with that. So there you have it, guys. That is what the provincial government is looking for, and I don't think that's going to be an unpopular thing when it comes time for re-election in the upcoming future. As always, though, I'm curious what you think. Hit up the comments below and let me know. Do you think this is a good idea, a bad idea, or what do you think would solve the housing crisis? As always, I want to thank you for watching. I'm Darin Germyn with the Germyn Group. You got one chance to buy or sell your home. Let us help you get it right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one because you subscribed, right? I'm trying to read quotes and then memorize them back to the camera, and it's very difficult. Maybe if there's any old Saturday Night Live cue card holders out there that are looking for work, hit me up.